Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another edition of Breaker Starcraft. I went ahead and found a replay from sc2replays.eu, and this one was on the first page. It was just the one that was highest rated, and it happened to be a ZVP, so that's what I'm gonna go ahead and take as my main casting product of the day. See if I can ever get XSplit cooperating with me. There we go. Health +1 works really well, works wonders sometimes. In the upper right hand corner, spawning as our Zerg in the red trunks, I give you all BL Infestor. I have no way of knowing just who he is, like if this is an alternate tag or something else of that nature. And in the lower left hand corner, our blue toss, Wana, from the clan Vin. The map we are on right now is Derelict Watcher TE. That stands for Tournament Edition. In case you didn't already know, this map, in the context of ZVP, has a very wide ramp, making it just a teeny bit difficult for a Zerg to hold. Really, the best way they can do it is trying to use Zerglings to wall off and then using roaches to kind of, what's the word I'm looking for, use their missile attacks to harm their opponent's incoming melee units, zealots, and the fourth. Then using the leftover lings to try and get us around on stalkers. It's absolutely optimal if you can get the lings to really, what's the word I'm looking for? Really just skip the zealots, go in for surround on the stalkers, and then work wonders from there, and then get the zealot or the roaches to attack the zealots. It all comes down to a micro battle on that level. It looks like whatever we have coming from Infestor, he's actually really trying to shut down his opponent and get his natural hatch up and running, perhaps. No, wait, mind games. He goes for the pool first. He does, however, have a drone on patrol at his opponent's natural. I have absolutely no idea how long this game lasts, so that's the beauty of what I'm casting right now. I love it. The probes here, two of them get pulled to deal with this one drone. Perfectly acceptable. I've seen Idra do this before on Zelnaga Caverns, back when it was in the ladder map pool. But it looks like, for now, the natural nexus goes down, as well as a natural hatchery. So both players can take this into, I want to say, maybe a moderate 4 or 5 minute long game at the very least. Kind of silly to say it that way, but I mean it's gonna drag on for a teeny bit longer. Both players are going to have this duked out for a bit of a while. So since we have some macro time to fill in, I guess I'd go ahead and try and talk about what's going on with the esports scene that I'm trying to cover right now. I went ahead and arranged for a TeamLiquid.net calendar submission, and I'm going to try and actually, you know what, I'm just going to be blunt with it. Okay, TESL, I work with them now. I cast their replays every Monday night. I try not to do VODs on YouTube because I feel that doesn't do it enough justice. And I'm going to try and make it as cinematic an experience as possible. Sure, I'm not in the studio with the guys at TESL. I do belong to the same clan as the guy who's on television and casting all the time on Channel 71. Gets 10,000 viewers every time he casts. At least from Twitch.tv, that's how many he gets. That's not including live TV. This week we have, well, not this week, but for this event we actually have Zubu-san as well as a Zubu Top, or former Zubu-san and former Zubu Top, if that's how you choose to look at them. But that's nothing to really gripe about. I mean, they're still very fierce competitors. Both of them, I think, are GSL Code S material. At least I know Zubu-san made it into Code S before, but that's at least back in the Wings of Liberty days. I'd have to actually go really far into my palace of memories to figure that one out. And what is this? Infestor is actually pulling 3 queens along to his natural. No third hatch at about 5 minutes 30 seconds in. Second gas being taken as we have the extractor going down. He didn't even start metabolic boost. This is interesting play, but I think I know what we can see. I'm not going to try and predict it, but this can lead to maybe a Mutalisk rush. It could also alternatively lead to Nidus all-in of some sort. But there's a second extractor, a good deal of gas being floated right now. And the infestation pit has been thrown down at the natural. What we have now from Wana is just one gate. No infrastructure being thrown in just yet. Oh, but wait a minute. Stargate follow-up. Excuse me, Stargate opener coming from Wana. So we have 3 full energy queens. Do we have any more in the makes? Forward spine crawler going down just in case. And the common, I think, counter to this may just be blindly throwing DTs at your opponent. But for the purposes of PvZ, I don't really blame Infestor for having this kind of view on things and trying to go at it that way. We do see creep being spread like a madman. This is just basically spot for what is coming from his opponent. It looks like whatever overlord there was in here just got popped. And let's see if he knows what's coming from his opponent. He saw that there was a Stargate being made, but it's immediately followed up with a Robo Bay. The Stargate that's coming out right now is basically meant to discourage mutas. We also have Enduring Locusts coming down, so this is definitely going to be, what's the word I'm looking for? Swarm hosts galore. And we also see the Nidus network going down as well. Only 3 gases being taken, interestingly enough. No third just yet. Creep tumors, not really being spread just yet, but of course he'll get back to that in just a minute. And altogether we have 5 queens. It looks like the 5th one that was just made and just injected is going to be pulled along for the ride at 63 supply to 66. Of course, our Protoss, to the best of my knowledge, has, I don't think he's thrown anything at that third to see if there's even a third there. What he's going to try and do is capitalize on using Phoenixes for the moment. And he's going to immediately follow this up with a Robotics Bay. What does he know about his opponent right now? Oh boy, this is super outdated scouting. He's got to send those Phoenixes out right now, but look at that. One hallucinated Phoenix catches on to that Overlord there. Not really catching on to anything else. That's actually a very standard place to put an Overlord regardless of what you're doing. It can catch Medivacs moving out, War Prisms moving out, Phoenixes that are on their way to your base, and there it is. The Nidus Swarm pops. The first few Swarm hosts are now out. He's got a burrow. Those 2 of them get picked up. He says, Iba. And it looks like Wana he left the game without even trying it. Jeez, wow. I want to say that, that was short-lived. Oh well, yeah. If you guys liked what you saw here today, just go ahead and click on the subscribe button. This is Breaker. I'll see you guys next time.